Well, good evening guys, Wandering Beast here, and I've got another preparedness video, if you will. Emergencies, natural disasters, I call them common sense items. As you can see from behind me, my garage is getting more organized with the yellow tops and things like that. I'm going through all my items. I do kind of a yearly check of expiration dates and things of that nature. Check band-aids to make sure that they still stick and all of those good things. So when JASE Medical reached out to me to take a look at their product, now their goal is to get high quality medical products into the hands of folks so they have them in the event that you are cut off from civilization, you have an emergency, the entire world experienced being put into a lockdown for multiple weeks or longer, whether or not you agreed with it or not. There was a lot of that next level care that was just out of reach or not advisable. They didn't have the personnel. You couldn't go talk to anyone, let alone go get anything. And I don't foresee that getting any better anytime soon. And so this part of my preparedness has always been something that has lacked a little bit. I've always had friends in the industry, I've always had suggestions, I've always had a little bit of this and a little bit of that. However, I've never taken the steps necessary to provide my own products for myself with guidance from a doctor and a survey, like I now have through JASE Medical. So let's look at kind of what came in the box. I will let you know I kind of pre-positioned them to make sure the personal information wasn't exposed, but did give you a quick look at what showed up today in the mail. So there you have it. Again, I'll put in some shots to make sure my information's not in there, but very clear, recognizable, kind of an odd color. I don't remember choosing my color. It's got a small little grab handle on there. It says JASE Medical. It rattles like a bunch of pills. So you know when this is sitting in your closet and you're going to need it, where you're going to go. Now, as many of you know, I do have a woofer certification. I've got other qualifications that don't necessarily antiquate to on paper, as well as my wife is an RN. She's a registered nurse. So I've got a little bit of medical background, so I'm aware of why and what interactions you're going to be using some of this stuff. But the nice thing is they do offer and include this little quick guide. This quick guide is going to basically give you an information. I've gone ahead and just highlighted the ones that came in my kit. You will see as you get information, it'll list a certain amount of medications. Some of those are non-applicable to you. I will say that some of these, as I'm looking at the list, are recommended for some women specific issues that you may incur during an emergency or a lockdown. So what I might do is get back on JASE Medical and have my wife sign up and fill out one of these herself. I have my wife and daughter, and a lot of those very women specific issues were not included in mine because I filled that out as per me. This is my kit and my meds to take. So that doesn't necessarily help the rest of the family or the other genders in my family. So more likely I'll be picking up a second kit at least to cover my basis for my wife and daughter. But that's kind of why I went through and highlighted which ones. And then of course it's going to tell you what they're good for, what you can combine them for, why you would need one pill over the other. It gives you a little bit of basic and information, and then some of the print offs that they gave you. Again, I've got some personal information on the backside here, but this is effectively if you don't have Google and you can't get to WebMD, this is going to give you interactions, possible side effects, and things of that nature. Is all on this piece of paper. So this will probably end up getting folded into that. The other thing I would do, honestly, if you take any normal medications, your anxiety meds, your heart medications, your thyroid, your blood pressure, whatever it may be, if you don't already have kind of a buffer or a backup or a longer day supply of that, and be able to fold that into a kit that's like that, there is room in there. There's not a lot, but there's definitely room to add a few more meds of your own personal things. You could put in some contact lenses, a few things, so that you've got kind of this medical kit of a grab and go. I will let you guys know that most meds don't like being stored in the cold. This isn't anything I'll probably store in the bus, which I consider my sort of emergency vehicle or bug out vehicle. This will be stored with backpacks and things inside at least the garage or the house that is temperature controlled, humidity controlled to a certain extent. Here in the high desert, we're a little bit fortunate with not having a lot of high humidity which can kill these pills. They kind of need to stay in their containers. You can't take them out of there. The darker containers help with the UV, so the light doesn't degrade these. Also, keeping them in the JASE case is going to prevent that as well. But this is something that I would keep with a bug out bag that goes in the back of the closet and things of that nature. Be aware, like I said, this time of year I'm going through medical supplies, looking for expiration dates. I'm going through my long-term storage of food, and I'm going through those items to see what's expired. So something like this is probably going to get you a year, and then you're going to go through the process again. I don't know if their refill is any cheaper, because there wasn't a lot of forefront medical interview process, so I don't know if that dials into how much it costs, but I think it would just be an initial cost again. Saying that, some of these things are life-saving. If you need them and you're in that bad situation, there's nothing besides these that's going to get you out. Rewind to history when we didn't have these things, what happened? So I won't really dive into this huge, long, drawn-out why I think you should get this case. But it was very quick, it was very easy. I think it's extremely thorough, and I think for even folks that don't have any sort of medical background or know what or why or how to use these, it's really nice to have on hand, because somebody might have that training. Somebody might be able to give you a little bit more information, or you can look through that pamphlet and be like, hey, I just got bit by this strange dog. I can't go see a hospital, can't see a doctor, can't get meds. Now I've got something. Traveler's diarrhea. There's lots of different things that this will cover. I'll put links down below. I do have a referral link. I believe they're giving you 10% off, which is pretty good. So go check them out. Let me know if you guys have any questions. If you've seen other companies that are similar, these guys are some of the first ones I've run across that offer this high of quality and this ease of getting the products into your hands so that you have them when you need them. And I think that's tremendous, and I think that's where they really shine right there. So this isn't going to be a long-term test. I just received these. I'm not going to be taking these, but I want to make you guys, my audience, aware of those. Maybe there'll be some deals coming up, but I do have a discount code that'll help get your kind of foot in the door. And again, I'm probably going to go order a second kit now that I know what showed up with the information that I gave them for my medications, and probably get one for my wife as well. Hope you guys are well. Hope you're doing well and you're planning for the future and having a great time, but always prepared for when it's not a great time. Wanderer Beast signing off, guys. We'll see you down the road.
Thanks for all the love and support. You guys are amazing. Please like, share, and subscribe. Follow the adventure on social media, and we'll see you on the road.